Okay, we'll bring page 47. Page 47, the kids of the hour just finished. Christian, Tachlamat, Hazam, Ashby, Shoes of Church Shoes. So, love and this, like much cost to be the but the meat for the zombie sang about it, the Albert dinner. It's for the article at Colin Mustach. The deal need for the zombie for the Arich. This is Dinim and this is Mishtach. Here on the Egg calls in American. Start with discussing in American because he wants to get to Das and to Metzach. As Chos, it's Hakan and the Havoko, Hakabober, so it's a potty. The beginning is this Hakan, there's a Havoko, and then there's the potty. Then by Chacham, Rabin. When it's Chavas, Rabin, I should go to a scholar. Cover that, so the Bin Das. The Chilo of Chacham Rabin is to Das. Kaya Chacham in the Mugula die. Because the early Chacham is unlimited, the Chem Sach Lakashat's only in with them. I was in a code, and really they're so good. We connect the thing that limits it and brings it to us. Even das as another function. Lachens in Pneumius actually it should reach the emotion. The decision is to das, particularly das. That's why the take the strength, the commitment is das.
דוד, לא שומעים.
לא שומעים. Now, can you hear now? Morgen, Pilus level the das. These Pilus of the heart is also to das. Waken my way the shame. I saw you got us a bay and you my secretary of high scheme of the das. How do you reach the level of a stock of a secretary of highest das? Now we get to the next stage. It's the low level. Each of us the low level for what's essential. There's something. Yes, that's then there's a higher level and there's a level. Okay, so two levels of ונגד בייס פנס עצנאל יש בייס פנס מצחד כשמר הטעם ברות זה או זה בתגו וחייס ונטעם זה כשמסתער כזה חובה טעם נשאר הסכם יש נתקו כמו בדס. So the eskem, the conclusion, the commitment has a strength like that. Mike and what? What is bonus be'ech? That's the is bonus be'echad. what is echad? The vavk so is ochnis begashmim. Ten learn soboch. Rots shalom adam das. Rots atim shben nefesh. Rots avarab shalom adam das. So two levels in rots. Rots shalom adam das. Shalom adam das. When is galus amechen la ispalus amid so dog base at feel. During davening you have the ispalus. This galus amechen. Ispalus amid. So that's das. Aber kolle im chinas eskam levat. The dates on your eskem committed. Na my eskem of take of kiyas chazak bal. Teammate. Second. לא. וזהו מבחינת מצחה שרוצן, שבחינת אסכם לבד, והוא מחום נגד הדס שיש בתקו כמו בדס. זה מדרגה מצחה, זה רוצן שבחינת אסכם. הוא נמשך מן הדס. דוג מכל זה יובן גם כמה מייל, מבחינת זו דאצילוס, הגדולס הזו, שנמשכו איך נדרטס. והגדולס. הוא על ידי שנמשכו איך נדרטס. כאשר המייכן מסתלקין, בדמייכן רימוב, תריז על דרך מושך, כמו רוצן שבחינת אסכם לבד, שאין בזה גילוי. So the stalkers המייכן means that the zo doesn't have the gilui of מייכין במילא, it's eskem. זה מבחינת הזו. מייכן הערך האנפין, שבחינת הרוצן, כאשר אתם באים לגון אלם. כאשר למה? לא. מבחינת מצווה, צודק, אוקיי. וזהו, מבחינת מצווה, כאשר אתה ונגנר להם, הרי זה מבחינת חיצוני צרות, זה מבחינת מצווה דעתיק. זאת אומרת, in the rots and goof, there is the mitzvah, the state of mitzvah, it's the heskem which doesn't have the meichin or the tam v'oinek. מה אתה צריך לומר משהו מתחדש למסערים דינים? דין, אני אומר בין הרח, מון החוכמה, מוקר חסוד, קצת חוכמה, ואם גם כן טעם לסחוס. שאין כן כשמסתלק, גם מסתלק. מבחינת החוכמה, נשר רק ההסכם. זה שמצד זו מסערים דינים. So the eskem, there's no chokhmah. Because there's no chokhmah, there's no tolerance. Because there's no tolerance, that creates dinim. That creates that you can be a nika. Just like it said in the marshal, that when a person can tolerate the other, he gets angry, he himself gets lower. He's affected by him. Shenkin, he can accept the opposite, so he's not affected. That's what happens in the eskem. כל זה מצוות זו, מצוות העתיק, לא יש שם מבחינת דינים גבוהים, יש זה מבחינת צרות של מעל משטר, שזה גם חיצוני צרות שרויצת תומית, שרויצת תומית. זה לא, שרויצת תומית, אבל יש גם את המרוץ. ואין זה כמו מבחינת זאת, שגם כשמאיר מבחינת החוכמה, זה רק אבא אין כבר זו עד סיילס. That is the difference, again, between זו and ערך. בסדר, ומה שכוסף שיש להם תכלומץ, that's the Informatie maßig matri absag der auf ins Fest der Bit Mohammed von das Gebur das heißt der Bit Mohammed das Gebur Mohammed ist auf ins Fest der Gebur schon Gebur schon mal ins da dann von das schon beim Mitz that's the Ratzen schon im Mitz die low level of Mitz זה Mohammed ist Mitz גם Mohammed ist Mechitz von das Amal von das schon Basis Masek der schon der Mohammed dann schon ist Bit der Khach und ist Mitz אז לא יהיה. אז לא תהיה ניקה, מעמיד את גם כל העיר, וגם זה שאחרי הפסח, חמץ מותר, דאחר שמשאיר בזה ביטל ועמיד, אז גם החיצוני זה עמיד, אז לא יהיה ניקה. מגיעים weiter. Let's go to the next line.
vielleicht schon das Schloss, wir bekommen es.
כתוב, 500.
יש לך בכנסת, כל תפילה, תקשיב היום.
יודע, תפילה גם? לא נורא. תפילה עם יוזר צריך נורא. אלי קוץ. תפילה עונה יהודה. נשמע אותך. בסדר. אוקיי, נשמע אותך. Page Rishon and Dalet. Let me get into the Maimer itself. Yeit Moshe Siyodei Alayah me'alchen Shvius shel Pesach. Kiryas Yamsov. Yeit Moshe Siyodei Alayah. Moshe ben put his hand on the Yam. And Yamsov Vayelach Havayisem Baruch Kodim Azak Alaylo. Vayosem Esom Acharav Vayiboka Moy. That describes the Indian of Kiryas Yamsov. In the Midrash Rabbe B'Shalach Pashchaf Aleph, Midrash Rabbe said, he said, "B'schus Yaakov Nika Yam." That what Yam was Nika b'schus Yaakov. Sheneemar. פרצת יום, מעניין, פרצת יום וקדם, מה שלא יצא, פרצת יום, so the message, the Rambam יום means the yam, that the yam is split, הרמז, צריך להבין, איך הם אומרים את קריסטיאנס, מה שקוץ פרצת יום וקדם? He has the question, I already gave it pshetel, that yom means מלשון ים, but he says, איך הם אומרים את פרצת יום וקדם, שמדברים את זה פרצת נקרא ים. גם צריך להבין, מה העניין, ויית מוישה סיודע על הים. שעל פי, אמרו פסוק זה, קודם כל, זה פסוק, אוי, פקיעס הים הדרך קודם, קדמה means probably דרך קודם. פקיעס הים הדרך קודם, קודם לזה, נאמר, נטה יסיעת חיים ופקעי, שתהיה הפקיעה ליודע של מוישה. כאן נאמר, וילך הווי יעשה יום, והם, דדרי בשתדית ברך קודם, נת מוישה. Okay, mine and so remember, the question is the two parts, there's the T.S. Moshe and there's the Ruach Kodim. So there's a pasuk Meilech Leimin. At makir the pasuk is a Meilech Leimin Moshe. So in it's because he answers to Moshe. So we come the Ruach Kodim there. What is the function of the Ruach Kodim? Another point that I understand what's the connection of איפה זה הפסוק? ישעיה, מלך ליום מוישה. מלך, מה? ליום מוישה, sorry. ליום מין. מלך ליום מין, כן? מלך ליום מין מוישה, זו תפארת. I guess the Ram is in the pasuk. Moshe is the one that split the sea. זה לא מה שכתוב אלינו. זה הפשט ברש"י, אבל פה משמע שמוישה is the one who made the קריאת ים סוף. אוקיי. אבל כל זה צריך להקדים עניין תחילה עניין קריאת ים סוף. We're gonna get in discussion, what is the meaning of קריאת ים סוף? על פיך. In other words, what is the deeper meaning of קריאת ים סוף? Huh? The Hebrew Bible. Okay. הנה ידוע דים ויבוש ופנס עמד יסקס ועמד יסגלי. תום מדרגת ים יבוש ועמד יסקס ועמד יסגלי. כל מה שיש the Gemara says כל מה שיש ביבוש שיש בים. All the בורים יבוש בים. למדה איפשהו, what's the difference between them? The בורים שבים ובליים במי הים. The בורים שבים swallowed in the waters of the sea שמיים החסים עליהם. The water covered. והם מובלעים במים. שהוא מקור. It's not just that they're in there physically, that's their source of life. From like fish need to be in the water. If they come out of the water, they die. Aber Brim Shabbos, Agam Shagam Chais in the Earth, Brim Shabbos, they take to get the highest from land, which cause of Earth Shemen Tetzi Lechem, that's a remedy, and Gam, Grace Kabbalah, and now they're before him now. It's shot by Avi or by Amayim, Gam Kalas now. The difference is that this is Nifadim Makal Chayus, and that's not Nifadim. Look, is that when you learn that, so the Nimshal and Milan in Voim Ruchnim, the Voim Nam discuss it, and so Machasa Makablim calls out the Pino, calls out the Pino, that the Eberster Kaviyachol surrounds them and covers them from every angle. When she cause of its Chaim to be Gulim or Eagle or Alien, save a Makasig Latach, it brings in some different concept for its Chaim. The man save a Makasig is called out the Pino, in its Chaim, the Bahamas is that be Gulim, Eagle, Alien, save a Makasig Sigla Tach. That's in the world of Gulim, the outer circle surrounds the inner circle. I mean, that's in a simple. But that's, I guess, that's the meaning of it. That's all surrounded. Because in the cover so often posik Yekova Amayim Amokem Echad, over there describes that the Alma Discassia is Madriga Figurim. The Alma Discassia means the way Nivoim are hidden. Their own Mitzias is hidden. They're all swallowed within Elikus. So that's Madriga of Seviv, because it's not Seviv. There's none this in the Smokim from Nivoim, so they're all swallowed up. They're all bottled. That's the huh? לא שומע.
בדרך כלל כל דבר,
לא, קודם כל, זה לא כולל, לא מדבר כולל, כולל זה נקרא, זה לא כולל. כשהאיל כולל סעילה, יש לאיל נסינס מוקים, יש למשל מייכן מידס, יש מידס שבמייכן, זה מציע את העצם. פה זה מדבר על משהו אחר, מדבר שזה מקיף אותו והוא בטל אליו. ואין ומהים שמתנים כאשר יהיה בלב מצריך האופן, like the pasuk says in Merkava, יהיה באופן מצריך האופן, one wheel within the other wheel. שיהיה תחת ניבלה, ווטל וניחו ואין הסקלוס. So the inner of Igulim is the inner scholars that because it's a madrig of Maki, which means it's a madrig of everything is shloi be'erech, so the law madrig is bottled, is not, doesn't feel its own being. The B'Yosha when it's slapshus, that you remember, the Yosha is like a zeal of all. The Yosha means that one, the Yosha is like a straight line, it's gradual, one below the level. So what's it? Sha'elim is slavish batach. Why the shatach? No, it's his dog with nats. Like Sha'elim is slavish batach. The higher Madrega gives laws itself to the level to the lower Madrega, and the lower Madrega has its own chshivas. It's not bottle. It's not disappearing. It's not nullified. So that's the difference between Gulim and Yesha in general. Yesha is the union of gradual, that it's not bottle. The Dibur is not bottle. It says with Nazi. But in the world of Gulim, the law Madrig is bottle of Mtzias to the Madrig. I'm Shkotzma Keter, the law in a Mishnah to Rosh. So that's explained in the Keter Rosh. וגם כל חיוסם קיום מסך מקיים. So that's one. Number one, it's bottle. Number two, כל חיוסם ביום. Then it's entire, doesn't have its own object, its own separate being. It's all מסך מקיים. שגם בעיגולים יש מחיה פנס פנימיס. Brings in another point. Even the world of עיגולים, the upper ego is מחיה the lower ego פנס פנימיס. משקות וספר של בינים. The אורת על הזו הגר, that's פרק ממחס. דעות על זה הגשמין, אין סויף, הסויף כל העלמין, בצריך דרך הפנימיוס המחיה יסו. Another concept here. It says in Tanya says it says in פרק ממחס, it says סויף כל העלמין, doesn't mean it's outside. It's inside, but the way it operates inside is that it's really בערך. דרך. כל שגם נבואים דעם דיסקסיה. רק שגם זה אין מבחינת סלאפשוס. It's stuck a בפנימיוס, but not a way slapshus. It reaches its inner being, but not in a way of slapshus that slapshus means it allows itself to be in the same state as the law of Madrig. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about like, we don't feel it. Okay, sure, we don't feel it. Yeah. Yeah, so the Oretz is just a marshal. I think the Oretz is just a marshal on the concept that it's Machai B'Pnimius, but the Oretz is Amadis Gali. Oretz is not Amadis Kasi. He only brings out that point that it can be a surrounding of Makif and still pull away from Pnimi. So that's an Oretz, not only that part. But when they get, and he says, Kolshkin Shubchinis Nevim, the Amadis Kasi. Surely that way now is Kasi. But yeah, but so the mile is also but in Amadis Kasi, it's in a way that it's bought. Yeah, the Oretz is like a different. Actually, it's interesting. It's a concept that it's pnimi or not its slapshus. Pnimi means that it reaches, it affects the entire essence of the thing. At the same time, it's not changing. The oil is not its slapshus. Means it's not mitzumtzum l'fierach ha'makabel. Then that's the next step. That it's stuck in a way of pnimis of that. Okay, so that's they describe the Indian of Alma. They discussed here that it's two things. Number one, it's what do you say? Shabbat. Two things. It's bottle and kol chayusam kiyumam. It feels just like in Me'ayam, kol chayusam the fish. It's surrounded by the water and also gets its life from the water. Same thing. I'm discuss here the Madrig in the Elam Sulyeno. I'm discuss here. What's in Galia? What's in Galia? A gamsham, gam chayes man lekus. I'm coming to see Yeshua David Fnats. I'm down in Galia. It's like new. And you have Shabbat that Takamaka chayes from Oretz. But they're still Metzias with Nathan. Same thing in Ruchnius, down this Galia, a Gamsham Gam Chayes, and Komkim Yashdav with Nathan. So, yeah, so let's give the marshal from Nisham. The marshal Benefesh Adam, Nefesh Yash Hey Madrig. Nefesh has five Madrigas, 5 levels, Naran Chai. Nefesh Nisham Chai Yachida, Yadot, the Naran, the Avoid of Naran, Avoid of Michael Midas. Naran means avoid of Michael Midas, Basagel Kiss. That is the result of Basagel Kishim is Bainim as a mispal Babayir. So there's this Bainim, these pilots. A Gam Shamas again in the Kibbet type. Stark understands it well. Miss Bainim as a Bisbainis type. I'm calling him Chizbin Dava. It still stays a separate being. Shai calls in a saga in a Mitzias. The whole concept of Hasaga means mitzias. Kedu the cholas. Can cholas sago yesh. The fact that you. לא, מלאך גם דיסקס. Okay, better. הכל יחסי. בוא נראה. Here he's talking about the way in Nefesh Adam. The Nefesh Adam, the inner of Hasaga means yes. Because the fact that you understand means you're a player here. You understand. Okay, so what level of Likus are you capturing only time something that finished Metzius? I don't know. Not the Likus. He is a Metzius. That's a concept Chassidus always says. There's something called Meir in an objective, godly energy that reaches him to his asaga. Even there, so he captures the other way it relates to him, and so all this asaga is in a way that he is part of the equation. He is the one who understands. He's the one who's happy. He's the one who's captured. When she calls the makamacher, the ba'avoid the moich in yochel li shmaravet simayne ba'er v'agil amel ba'asago is bonus. That avoid of moichin is possible. That what is the avoid of moichin? That is maravet simayne. He satisfies his thirst, satiates his thirst. Means that it's about him. He needs something and he gets it through understanding. That's why I can be learned it earlier in one of my mouth. It's possible the person is born in the mind, makes him happy, that he understands all the details, he analyzes it, but it doesn't affect his behavior. In order for that to affect his behavior, the Meichin has to reach Midas. But here is not here. That's stamp. There it says further. Because Midas is also ergeshatz. Remember earlier we said there were two way. In the moment before he spoke, there's the kivas elkim litoiv. Then the likus inside the likus. He says even there is a mekolkum ergish. That's ergish. Moishe kosa kivas elkim litoiv. Kivas elkim gam shemitzad elikim mekolkum litoiv. Wow, that's strong deal. Okay, so that generally speaking, he says that all our vedas that are within the keches pnimim, nefesh neshama, seichel and midas, still his ego is part of the equation. It's about him understanding and his feeling and his benefits. It makes him feel good. So that's the made of Naran. But then there's a higher level of it. The way of Chayich. He does makif in the Neshama. Who can also the liba? It's also the one before. That's called the usa the liba. Means the pure desire of the heart. The source not from the Shama. It's becoming silsis. In that case, his ego is aside. He's nullified. He's not there. It's not that he wants to fulfill his own need, his own lack. What he's lacking. He wants to escape his own ego and being consumed by the atmosphere and so. Even this also comes to a certain level of his blindness of contemplation. I know that's not so kind. So there's also a sog that brings to the level of they call it and so. But there, sog is a different level of sog. The asaga that's market the asaga shlila. It's only the negative. Negative mean I know what I'm not. I know what I don't understand. The asaga is the asaga gemur from the tfisa bekeda. So that asaga, the asaga of shlila, asaga shlila, like the concept of asaga shlila is the Rambam talked about. We say the Eibishter is smart, is wise. Doesn't mean he's wise. It means he doesn't have he doesn't lack the advantage of being wise, but because you can define him as wise. So it's called the Sagas Ashlila in the Rambam's formulation. But here we're talking all kinds of Sagas Ashlila. I know what I'm not. I know what he's not. I don't really have grasp him. The male, it's not real saga, so it's not yeshus. Sagas shiur, you understand something that makes you feel good. But the second thing is I just know what it's not. It's not real. It's not real. It can reach a higher madrig. And the more important is show equal prince ergish therein. So the hair, the hair from the so. It's not the understanding. It's the hergish, the hair. You just have captured the experience. Right? And so built in Musa. In Sof is built in Musa. In Sof is something which is impossible to understand. In Kenya, so what's the ends of a saga? Well, the fact that you're in a state of Israel, that you're inspired to want to be consumed by him, like all this ends. It's not a direct result of understanding. Kima saga is a shlila. Just a shlila. Saga flow. It's a type of hergesh that captures the flaw. The Eibishter is removed from it. Hergesh ulamailo min ha'ab saga. That hergesh ha'flaw is above a saga. Well, there, tachas idea shalein neder. Ach, idea of hergesh himself shalein neder. In other words, it's the idea that you feel something. It's a deep feeling which you capture something that's impossible to understand. Gam the chola saga is by the each saga also is a hergish. Every time you have a saga, it's a hergish. Which kostu who brings hadas is the ikka. That's the end of das. I'm a kostu is a badash. No, the mind we just finished learning before he explained every chacham bin has to be eventually reach the das, the hergish, the hakor. So the why is saying that dafka saga is shvila? Ma? איך?
לא מקובל לציין את השנה במים ערכי מים.
רק בספר הזה? עין בית גם. כן, בטח. עין בית זה המשך, זה ההבדל, זה לא המשך. לא יודע למה, תמיד הוא כותב עין משקוץ, כאילו שזה, כאילו ש... כן. כן, הכל יכול להיות. כן, אתה צודק. רואים את זה גם במאמרים אחרים, גם באתר זה ככה. זה מה שמעניין בספר הזה, שכל פעם מציין מאמרים קודמים, כותב עין חס, כאילו שזה מעולם אחר, כאילו שזה מספר אחר. ועין מה שכוס, אם זה היה אפשר, היה כתוב כמו שנסבר לעיר, עין מה שכוס, כאילו שזה משהו, אני לא יודע מה היום. נשום, now he's getting ממש something split, ממש here splitting, what זה, כתוב שום הוא הרגש מה שמוסק, הוא הרגש זה עניין המוסק. When he spoke about hergish in the previous mimer, the das is the hergish, that means you feel what you understood. Hergish is a musaf. Kana hargosha himself a built musaf. It's a different level in hargosha. That's hargosha. You understand something, and then you feel it. But they're fakir. You understand something which is impossible. You feel something that's impossible to understand. In the shom hargosha like a musaf. That's so it explains. That's so b'chitzoynis in it. Hargosha betzam timis in it. כאן הרי הסוגיה בשלילה מגיע להשתלשלות, והסוגיה בעיקר בהשתלשלות, ויובן איך שצריך מושלו מופו, והרגושה ונצריך המופו. So, yes, the difference is, he says, that over there, the Agosha means, the meaning of Agosha, I think, changes. Over there, Agosha means that something he understood as he understood externally, intellectually, so then you feel it. If it's a lower grade, you reach a level of feeling it. Over there, fakert. You will the pneumius, but pneumius means, yeah, pneumius, but in a lower level, in a lower way. Over here, since that saga is something understood, and the argosha, shemailam is a different type of argosha. Va'rotze, b'meila, the rotze, that's a result of that type of argosha, pnesitzio bitl matzmuse. So the argosha, that hergesha flow of her and stuff, that's a result of this is been the rotze shel mailam atzmus. Not only the asoga is asoga shlila, the hergish comes from that asoga. It's also a different type of hergish. It's hergish of itzio bitlamatmos, escaping yourself. In Naran, the hergish is that you want to connect, but not itzio matmos. You feel your own mitzias and you want to connect to the Eibishter. Here, the hergish is a shlila, but mainly you want to escape. Even though in that madrega there's also a level of pnimi, which is pnimi means internalized, means you're there. Even in the even that level, it's not a law, it's not part of his own ego. He wants to expire, he wants to escape. Actually, but Tikkun ain't such lias, because in the world of Tikkun can't expire totally, it's a show. But the Ava itself is kiloye in expiring, and can ain't the tefes la'atzmik, im adach is a bit latzmus. Okay, so that we finished the 1 point. So to summarize, so Naran, there's even Naran Chai. The avoid of Naran is that it's all take a likus and everything, but it's still he's still the center. It's what he needs, what he wants, what he understands, and he feels. It's all about him. In the world of Chai Yechida and Makifim, it's not about him. It's a sogas, a shlila. It's hergesh, it's hiloyim. Both of them in a state of Kiloin, totally escaping his own being. So that's Naran Chai. So just like every individual person, every individual neshama, you have Naran Chai, close on the shamas. Also in the general feel of neshamas, yes, neshamas have das when avoid have das. Some neshamas they're avoided in the level like Naran avoided tam vadat, so they're avoided neshamas. In that group, there's various levels. In some people it's more internalized, some people more external. Persons are is more pnimis, it's a bit more secure with the way because it's closer, more connected. They're commercial, based on because we're talking about middle of Naran. So the marshal earlier of Nivoim of Hamid is Galia. Gam Shemekabel, Takamekabel, the Oretz, man takes the Lechem. Because Nifodim even same thing here. That is a state of Dveikus Belikus, but he's still Nifod, he's still a separate being. And Schitzenis is ain't from his Dveikus. Then the Schitzenis is even lower. Ain't from his Dveikus. Gam she's bonus. וגם שהזבנית בספרס הלב רק שעת תפילות, בכל היום, כנסס גם לבד. He brings another point on mine before, that but even if a person is in a state, number one, there's pnimis chitzenis. Number two, even though he has these binders during davening, after davening, it's only heskem bilvad, it's only the commitment, there's no ergish. Yes, neshamas, but then there's higher level neshamas. How it does with this nefesh, a beetle kometzius. There are avoiders in the statements of nefesh and beetle kometzius. Some just like we said earlier when we get to makifin, maybe Moshe the tzibur benachnu ma is beetle kometzius legamre. Moshe Rabbeinu is an example of this type of neshama, is that avoider is beetle kometzius legamre. V'chein hoya kvad per kvad loshen. That's the reason why Moshe was kvad per kvad loshen. He couldn't talk. He's got a difference. Yesh. Divo speech means yeshes, because first of all, the word when you speak, the speech is a separate being from the speaker, and when a person speaks, that itself is an expression of his expressing his being, his existence. Moshe was above that. He was in a state of beetle. Either the Torah Lamiv or he's consumed by Likus. He can't express himself because he doesn't feel his own being. Wein in the church is most Olympus, Pale Olympus Malchus. I think another appeal Kabbalah appeal. Okay, and it's a dogma. Okay, so much. That's it. Wein in the church and the Schmoss Olympus, Pale Olympus Malchus. My church of the Sham was not on the Madriga of or Elia in the Abel Kaviachol, the Peshal Milo, that's Malchus of the Sagil plus Helam. Is so supposed to be the Madriga of Helam Shalom Milo. I'll be discussing. When she calls it to see
what about Aaron?
I don't know about I don't know about Aaron. Okay, so Aaron, I guess Aaron must be at the low Madriga, yeah. Aaron is not the same Madriga as Moshe, yeah.
Shneim Shavim.
Shneim Shavim, nothing. There are two different Madrigas. But in that Indian, Moshe was different than Aaron. We must say, like it says in Pasuk, he has a kvat pe'uyeh l'chol peh. Aaron is a low madriga. Aaron Nisach Isha Chesed. It's a different level. You want to know? I mean, it's kind of funny to say that Aaron is not from the Neshamas ways. Okay, it's a good point. Yeah, sure. But okay, but yeah, Shema, Aaron, Aaron. Hello, מפריע לו Aaron. זה אני יודע ש... Okay. Because it says, okay. All right. So, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good Aaron, and get to Aaron, but I think I have to look it up. See what it talks about. Okay, we finished the Steve. It's describing the difference the Avodah of Naran and Chai, and the difference between the Neshamas, I mean, Gvoyes and Rav and Neshamas. Let's look at the kids some page top, Samach Vov, was a shot. Jak się בעניין, באופן קריאת ים סוף הזמן, ויקדים נבואים, הנה נבואים דמה דיסקסיה ועמה דיסגליה, ים ויבש, avoid נערן מקיף נשמה, לי טוב וביטל. See, it only talks about, it doesn't say, it doesn't bring in the shamas, in the close of shamas soul. But the only thing is the two levels of avoid. Yam and Yabasha, it's Kasi, it's Galia, Naran and Makifin, and the rest of the shamas soul, and the Miyach is Gula like Maish. Okay. What? I have those when you feel. Yeah. So people need to go on the top of clothes. Yeah. Yeah. About it. Anytime it's feeling, it's about you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, until now, we spoke in general. But there's more specific, says in Kabbalah, that these two elements, more specifically, the two elements of Bri, Yitzir and Bri, Bri and Yitzir. Because of Yitzir, yeah. Ma, it's talking about Shlila. Okay, because I'm showing about. Understanding. Yeah, it's still, it's just levels of Bittul. Okay. והנה, since the Yitzir is connected to Oyer, which is Galia, the Chosher is connected to Bria, which is Chosher, is Kasi. Bria is Chosher ve'elam, which is Kasi, it's hidden. Yitzir is Oyer ve'gilut. So usually the marshal on Bria Yitzir is Machshav and Diva, the two ways a person expresses himself. Machshav and Diva. Machshav is Helen. What a person thinks is hidden. Nobody knows what he's thinking. But Diva is Gauss. That's simple. That's one place. Omnam Yodua, but there's also known the Malchus Atzilus itself is Nifamim Nika B'Shem Yam, Nifamim B'Shem Eretz. Sometimes Malchus is referred to in the Psukim as Yam. Sometimes it's Eretz. Because of Kol HaNacholim Elchim Hayam. So the Pasuk says in Koheles, Kol HaNacholim Elchim Hayam. Shancholim Hashem Midas Hamashpim Hayam Knas Malchus. In that Pasuk, Malchus is called Yam. Kol HaNacholim Hashem Midas, and Elchim Hayam is they're all nishpa in Malchus. So Malchus is Yam. Oh, see, then there's another Pasuk, V'Oretz Adem Ragli. Shamachas Nim Gank V'Shem Eretz. And we just said that Yam and Eretz is discussed in Isgalian. How does that work within Malchus? So the answer is Prinas Yam, Prinas Malchus K'Meshe B'Atzilus, Sh'Madrigas Atzilus. The Malchus is within Olam Atzilus, Madrigas Atzilus, then it's state of Yam. It's Hiskasi, it's hidden from Nivoy. Hagam Shemoyer Sheresh Makabiyah, Sh'B'Atzilus, Ein Chanami Malchus Sh'B'Atzilus is stuck at the Sheresh Makab B'Olam B'Yah. It's in a state of Atzilus Mamish. Like it says in Kabbalah, in Gas HaKodesh. The Oros, HaKav, Shemayim, it's Megam Pres Malchus. So Malchus is in the state that the Gilui HaKav, it means the Gilui and stuff. It's a full expression of the Eibishter's infinity. So Mel is part of it's Mechus Venela. Then he adds in Chatzi Igul and Musgo, the Hey Spheres Rishon is the Malchus Merim Tomid Pchinas Gilui and Sof. The Behe. It's sometimes we speak within the Malchus itself, the two parts, the Hey Rishonis and Hey Achronis. So one of the chalukas of the spheres, the Hey Rishonis. It says that in Kabbalah, also in Chassidus, that Hey Spheres Rishonis, there's always Gilui himself. Meshikoso, Besido, B'Shabbos, Brochos, B'Inin Yosef Giva. לא הכרת? כתוב להם בייסגר. בטח. Shabbos Brochos are the mizmorim from the Masech HaShnayim Mesaprim. Shabbos we add the mizmorim from the Masech Mesaprim. It's called Shabbos Brochos. Katuv. Yaakov Emden, the first marker is Yaakov. They found marker Yaakov Emden before. I'll tell you this. The story goes like this: that Tavshin Lamed Beis in Kontas Avodah was printed Tavshin Vav. The Rebbe wrote Tzorichin Pirosh Teivazu. In Samach Vav, when printed Samach Vav Tavshin Lamed Beis, the Rebbe added Chagach Amar Limochad Mo Shekach Niko Bekam Mekayim. Again. Listen. Then there was discovered a letter of the Rebbe of Tavshin Yud Beis to someone. Same words. Kach Niko Bekam Mekayim. And the Rebbe says, Shamati Mechsid Poilin. The question is, here it says, so the question is, no, the question is also, when he heard, it must say that it was by the oil, because before, no, it's not. ככה אמר לי, אני חושב מי אמר לי את זה? מוישה זקנקובסקי. מוישה זקנקובסקי, הוא הזה. מה? צריך להסתכל באיגוס. לא, אני יודע גם אחד הספרים שכתב את זה. שכתב את זה לרב. Anyway, bottom line is, it says,
מה זאת אומרת שהוא שמע מחסיד את פרילין באוהל?
לא, מוחדמור באוהל. זה פשטו שלנו. הרב כותב שהוא לא יודע מה זה, צורך עיון. פתאום, טוב שלמד בייז, אבל שמעתי מחק מוחדמור, כן? אז אי אפשר, מתי הוא שמע? יכול להיות, תיקון תסתבר נתפס טוב שבוב, יכול להיות ששמע בין טוב שבוב וטוב שניוד. אבל יש איגרס בטוב שניוד בייז משהו, שם הוא כותב שמעתי מחסיד הפועל. אז מתי שמע ממוחדמור? אז מישהו אמר, סתם פה. בכל אופן,
מה זה היי ספירס רשיינס? היי ספירס רשיינס מתחיל מחוכמה או...
Eight spheres Rishonis, sometimes in Kabbalah, they split the Malchus into Hey Rishonis and Hey Achronis. That's...
so what's the Rishonis? Starting for Chochma or starting for Chesed?
Chab and Chochma and Chesed the Gevurah. Sometimes in Kabbalah, you split each sphere into two halves. Hey Rishonis, Hey Achronis. So it says in Kabbalah, it says in that Maimer in Siddur, in Salt Rebbe Siddur, of Pasuk Yosef Giber, it says Shabbos Brochos means Yosef Giber is a Pasuk in Hashemayim Mesaprim. That's part of Shabbos Brochos.
So the Hey Spheres of Rishonos is starting for Chochma?
Yeah, Shebe Malchus. Hey Spheres of Rishonos. Yeah, it's starting for Chochma. I think that's what it means. I think that's it. You think maybe it's from Chesed to Oid? No, I think it's not. I'm not sure. You have to look up and see that. Yosef Giber. Look up and see that. And the Kuda is that Malchus, because it's part of Olam Atzilus, it's still Amadei Iskasi, because it's Meir Giler and Sof. There's Giler and Sof, so Iskasi, it can be revealed. Like it's explained earlier, Amadei Iskasi means it's bottle b'mtzias to its Sof. None, the first, not only. So it's exactly. That's a Chotze Eagle. First it says Meir B'gam B'chemes Malchus, and it says B'potis, and I still explains, but in Malchus Gufa, B'pchines Gilui. that in the 5 higher spheres of Malchus, it's Gilui. Okay, I'll look up and see them. זה מה שחשבתי גם, זה מה שאני חשבתי, אבל הוא מהיר, אולי ספירת ראשון זה אולי חסד עד אוי, צריך להסתכל. כן, 5, בטח. אני לא בטוח. והיא מבחינת ביטל ואיך דרך אינסוף. Okay, the point is that Malchus, the way it's in Atzilus, is in a state of איך דביטל ואינסוף. כמוי דכלורת הספירת האצילוס, מבחינת ספירת וחיי אחד וגם אחד, just like all the rest of the spheres, says in תיקון הזה, אי וחיי אחד וגם אחד, that is united with the אינסוף, כן, גם מבחינת המלכות, כמו שבאצילוס. וכמו שקוסם, it brings no sources. חווה היה ממלוכה. חווה היה ממלוכה, וכמוי שלחווה היה גדולה וגבוהות יוסף נצר והאוהד, כן לחווה היה ממלוכה. מה שנברס מלכוס לחו בפני עצמי. Okay, that's an interesting observation. What does the pasuk say? L'cha Hashem Agdula ve'Agvura ve'Tiferet HaNetzach v'Ha'od. So the first l'cha applies to Kechol B'Shamayim v'Ha'aretz, which is the side. So the first l'cha applies to the first 6 spheres, and it's again l'cha. Why does it say second time l'cha? Oh, that's what we learned earlier in the Maimer Vayikra. That Malchus is the higher state of his nasas in his yesh. Okay, now I'm al-Chayv al-Lach, the Emasi l'Cho. His nasas, the Pchinas of Malchus, K'moshe B'at Silus, ain't of his nasas al-Am. It's not a level, it's nasas al-Am, but that's connected to Tzias yesh. Ki im chles roimamos, his nasas atzi shemenusa be'etzi. So the higher level of his him, it's nasas atzi. Mash goes achakach va'atzi, Moshe B'Kol, it says, so what is the difference? The difference is there is not salam. That's bakol, so it is not salam. So it's makal biyala, but it's not his. Wupres miotor. So the lower level of malchus, that's miotor. That is going to say later. That's the madrig of eretz. Wupres miotor k'maimel chiyumatia satzmach, like it says in. But the moon, which is the moon, is the mashal on malchus. The way Yibishal said, the mute, the diminishment. Instead of being Zan of L'arayas means the lowest of the higher Madriga, Malchus the Atzilus. Rosh Hashanah becomes the head to the Shalom, which is the lower Madriga. That's also a concept that says that the Malchus breaks through the Parsa, the Kut. You read it to Biyah, and the sphere of Malchus lowers itself in the Olam of Biyah. That's another concept that this talks about. That the Oyer of Hatzil is like it's what's called modern terms a derivative light. Derivative means it's a reflection, just like the Oyer of Levana. When we get the Oyer of the moon, it's not the moon's own Oyer; it's the Oyer of Shemesh, which was reflected. It's a derivative. So the way the Malchus is made in the Biyah, it's the way the Malchus is Atzilus. That's more is also in the pasuk. In your oil, we see another Shabbat. Shabbat Silus in the Madriga for Shabbat Silus, which is the Oil that's Oil in Sof, which is Gilur in Sof Mamesh, near Oil Biyah. Within that Oil, we see in Biyah a reflection of Oil shall tell them. Because Ha'or Da'or, because Oil shall tell them about above the Elam Vefsek Pass. That is the Madriga of Malchus, the way it's in Biyah. Gam Pchinas Atzilus Sheviyah. Even okay, then he goes on further. We know that in Biyah Gufa there's called something called Atzilus Shebiyah. Ein Pres Alamet Kelim da Atzilus Shenasu Shenasim Naran LeBiyah. That's what it says in Kabbalah. That was the Lamet Kelim the Malchus da Atzilus. It says Lamet Kelim da Atzilus. I think it's the Lashon Malchus Kelim the Malchus.
What's the Lamet Kelim?
Lamet Kelim. I forgot already. I always forget. Right, Lamed, I think, has to do with the Chabad, the Chabad, which each of them times 10, because that's the Chesh. So, not Kosev, Geras HaKodesh, Simen Chov, Shakav, Boka, Parse, Moim, Mer Ben Biyah, Kmo Batzilus. So, Lichaera, okay, you know what, this concept will start tomorrow again, this whole point with Biyah Shabbat, Tzilus Shviyah. כן? אז למה זה למד? למה מספר למד? זוכר למה זה למד? אני לא זוכר.